Welcome back. The Supreme Court has reserved its order on cancelling 228 coal block allocations that have been declared illegal. The lot includes the coal block allocated to Goa IDC in Chattisgarh. Government had demanded that the allocation of this coal block should be cancelled. The centre has said that the state-owned Coal India Limited can take over the mines if the block allocations are cancelled. The fate of Goa IDC's coal block and the linked power generation in Chattisgarh is still undecided. The Supreme Court on Tuesday reserved its order on cancelling more than 200 coal block allocations that it had earlier declared as illegal. The government had earlier said that the allocation of coal blocks that were declared illegal should be cancelled, but had asked for exemption for nearly 46 coal blocks that have either started production or are near it. The government also said the state-owned Coal India Limited can take over the mines if they are cancelled. In an affidavit submitted to judges, the state government says that instead of cancelling their licenses, the group of companies should be made to pay a cess on the coal they produce. The government is concerned that shutting down these 46 coal blocks could worsen country's power crisis caused due to shortage of coal. Earlier, the top court had said that all coal licenses issued since 1994 by successive governments are illegal as a transparent bidding process was not followed. The date for pronouncement of order is not yet been declared. The verdict will decide the fate of Goa's coal block in Chattisgarh, which is expected to yield 250 megawatt power to state through a power developer. Bureau Report, Prudent. Goa State Pollution Control Board has issued a closure notice to Vrindavan Shalvi Hospital in Pede, Mapsa. Residents have complained of water pollution due to the hospital. Residents complain that hospital discharges sludge in open drain. They are also informed that hospital burns medical waste in open. The board has issued closure notice under Section 33A of Water Act. Board has directed North Goa Collector to stop the functioning of hospital or seal the hospital within 15 days.
Goa State Pollution Control Board has received a complaint from Pede residents alleging that a Vrindavan Shalvi hospital in the area discharges sludge in the open drain and burns medical waste in open area, thereby causing water pollution and health hazards. Taking cognizance of the complaints, board has issued notices to the management of the hospital. According to the board, this is the fourth time they have issued notices to the hospital. But hospital did not comply with the conditions, which has forced the board to issue a closure notice.
Now, in this particular case of this hospital, there was complaints from the neighborhood, complaints from people who stay or pass around that there was water flowing on the road, discharge was taking place in the stormwater drains, and we were issuing directions, but somehow they failed to comply. We even at one time asked them to submit a bank guarantee so that they would comply in so far as the biomedical waste was concerned, the treating of the water in the STP was concerned, but they failed, and we had no option but to issue direction under Section 33 of the Water Act. More than 4 times we have issued them directions, and every time they have sought time, but there is no other option that we have at this stage, because it's the question of health hazard to the people who live in the vicinity. So, notice there are 15 days to close down the operation. In case there are patients, there are people who they have to deal with, they can shift them, or they can go 15 days time or they have to satisfy the board that they will comply with all our directions within the next 15 days time.
Board has asked the North Goa Collector Neela Mohannan to stop the functioning of hospital or to seal the hospital within 15 days. Board has also asked the collector to submit the compliance report. Reporter Mahesh Gari with video journalist Sushant Paul for Prudent.
It's a prudent impact at GMC's plasma pyrolysis unit. The GMC workers have begun the work on war footing to treat the biomedical waste. GMC has pulled in a generator to resume the biomedical waste treatment. Prudent on Monday had exposed how the biomedical waste from almost 80 hospitals and clinics across Panji was left untreated at GMC's unit for almost 10 days due to power failure and shortage of staff.
Have a look at this site at the pyrolysis unit of GMC. It's a Prudent impact after 24 hours of a special report. The workers have started treating and clearing the biomedical waste. It was lying unattended from past almost 10 days due to power failure. GMC has pulled in a generator to dispose of and clear the unit by treating the heaps of biomedical waste. The reason behind this untreated scattered biomedical waste was power failure at the unit and the shortage of staff. Prudent had exposed on Monday how the plasma pyrolysis unit was in shambles. Worms were seen scattered all over the unit as the waste was not treated. None of the medical authorities noticed it nor inspected the site. It is only when some locals informed Prudent of foul odor at the unit, Prudent exposed the state of affairs and authorities at the GMC woke up. The biomedical waste treatment has now resumed on full scale after a gap of 10 days. Dinesh Karpe for Prudent.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.